we've got an earnings alert on Tesla, which is down, as we mentioned before, in the after-hour session. Phil LeBeau's in Chicago with more. Phil.
Melissa, a lot of questions about what is the plan in terms of production in China and how they're going to be ramping that up. Here's what Elon Musk said a few minutes ago about their plan for production in China.
Those factories are going to go up like lightning. So we do feel quite confident at this point, at least for the factors that are in our control, that we can achieve volume production in Shanghai by the end of the year. That should allow us to get to the 10,000 vehicles a week rate, or very close to it.
Let's do the math there. They are projecting that if they can get to 10,000 per week globally between Fremont and China, perhaps by the end of the year or Q2 of 2020, Melissa, they're saying that they will have an annualized production for the Model 3 of 500,000 vehicles a year. We know how people feel about Elon's projections, but that's what he said just a few minutes ago on the conference call.
I understand, Phil, that he also slipped in talk of a pickup truck, maybe sometime this summer.
Sometime this summer, they will unveil it. He says it'll be quite unique, unlike anything we've seen before. Let's see if they actually do go forward with that unveil of the pickup truck. Really, we haven't even seen the Model Y. So we've got a lot of people who are excited about the pickup truck, but the Model Y is going to be the next priority after they continue expanding Model 3.
Right. Okay. Phil, thank you. Phil LeBeau in Chicago. Let's quickly check in with Gene Munster. So, Gene, what's your grade for Tesla?
Melissa, again, I'm in a little tight spot because I'm in the middle of asking a question on the call here, but the simple takeaway is Elon is very optimistic. I think investors are having a tough time believing his optimism. If you take it at face value about their demand equation for the next 2 years, the pickups come in this summer, at least in the unveil, and profitably. I think that it's pretty room for optimism for the next year and 2 years.
All right, we'll let you get back to the call, Gene. Sorry to interrupt. Gene Munster,
back
our
of the
thanks
line
to
now.
him. I know. I feel. I mean,
terrible.
it's, this call is a really important call when it comes. All right, he's still talking. That's good news. All right, so what do you think, Guy?
I think I think at $300 or 302 wherever it is now, I think you're smack in the middle of a very established range over the last 2.5 years. So at this level, you're flipping a coin. I'll say again, I'd rather wait for the pullback somewhere between 260 and 280 to buy it than to flip a coin here.
All right. It's interesting because we were talking about positioning. Sentiment on this stock has really changed. Not too long ago, if Tesla came out with this quarter, said we're going to reach 500,000 in terms of annual production, and we're going to have a new vehicle, pickup truck in the summer, it would have ripped.
So what Gene said at the beginning of the show was he thinks that the market has it wrong. I think that the market usually knows everything. They aggregate everything, all the good, all the bad. It's usually what we don't see coming that the market has already processed. So I would be no touch at this point.
Look, this is back-to-back profitable quarters for this company. That's not lost on me. Why we listen to anything this guy says, frankly, I think it's a joke.
Yeah, and he just told us how it's going to be hard to continue that level of profitability. So I just don't know why they're just not more conservative with their outlook. I think they do themselves just a great service.
Yeah.